Hey everybody, Jake here from Bearded Gear, and I wanted to do a quick kind of highlight video of a couple of knives that I've just recently been covering for KnifeJoy. If you're not familiar, I haven't really made an official announcement up to this point, but I guess now is a good time to do so. I've started doing some work for KnifeJoy, so I'm working remotely here from home, doing some video work for them and a few other things internally, and I'm really excited to be doing it. I know I've shared on my podcast and a few things that I was looking to take a new gig, and this has been a sweet setup. I already loved KnifeJoy. They've been friends for a while, so to be working with them officially is a pretty cool thing. But because of that, I've got a couple of knives here that are actually brand new KnifeJoy exclusives that I got the chance to handle a little bit before I'm going to send them back over there to them in Memphis. But these are Protech exclusives that, because Protech is right in my backyard, made sense for me to just grab from Protech and have here to shoot some video of before sending them over that way. So KnifeJoy just commissioned this exclusive pretty recently, and it's finally ready, and I'll link down below to them on the site. I'll put this live kind of as they go live there. I don't know how long these will last. There's not going to be a ton of them, but this is a Protech model that I've actually really enjoyed. I've owned a couple Protech SBRs. The SBR is the short-bladed rock eye. It's a smaller version of the rock eye, both Les George designs, and I really like Les George design knives. Specifically, the SBR and the rock eye from Protech have been some of my favorites of his. And I've owned a rock eye. I've owned a couple of SBRs at this point, and just really enjoy them. So these are interesting in the sense that they're still a fairly standard configuration for the most part. Same blade steel, they're both in S35VN. They both have these really nice aluminum clip sides. They both have one of my favorite clips in the game, the Protech deep carry clip that is countersunk down into the knife, and then the screws are countersunk into it. But where the magic really starts to happen is really on the show side, which I already showed you. You probably noticed these are a G10 show side, so they get a little bit lighter because of that, and they're a fish scale pattern. So it's a black surface layer of G10 over a green kind of primary slab of G10, and because that green or that black surface layer gets machined down to make the fish scale pattern, you get this green showing through, and it's kind of a toxic lime green that you've seen on a couple of other KnifeJoy exclusives up to this point already. Some of their Spyderco knives have had that same kind of Grinch toxic green color, and so these are both going to be featuring that show scale. Other than that, they're an S35VN SBR, which is already a great platform, and the only other difference is that this one is the stone washed finish with satin flats, and this one is the all black DLC blade finish. With those blade finishes, you do get matching hardware too. So the stone washed one has stone washed hardware, including the clip screws on this side and that pivot screw over here, and then the black one, all DLC, has all DLC hardware everywhere. So DLC everything. And I think they both look great. Honestly, holding them both in hand, I think on paper I would probably have picked the all DLC one if I hadn't handled them, but seeing them in person, I kind of lean the other way, I think, which is interesting for me. I usually do like murdered out knives, but yeah, the fish scale pattern looks great, feels great. Does provide a little bit of extra texture compared to a standard SBR. All of the ones that I've owned previously have been just regular aluminum hard anodized show side, and so having this little bit of grip feels really nice. It's not gritty or rough in a sense that it's not painful in any way. It's not too much. It dances the line really well of having some texture that you can kind of grip into, but without being uncomfortable in any way. The SBR for me, in my medium glove size hands, is a super comfortable knife. So really comfortable. It just barely get 4 full fingers on it, and it feels tanky for such a little knife. And they have typical Protech snappy out the side action that looks and sounds and feels cool, and they're just sweet knives. So figured I'd show them here real quick since I've got them here, and I might as well show them to you guys. I will link them down below. Again, I don't know how long they will last. They very well may just go super quick. It's not a huge batch of them that's being offered at this point. I imagine if it's popular, it may come back again, but we shall see. So just figured I'd show them off real quick. Thank you guys for checking them out. And this is the brand new KnifeJoy exclusive Protech SBR. And I guess also kind of my announcement that I'm doing some work for KnifeJoy. So super stoked about that. All right, thanks guys. We'll see you on the next one.